mates' wives, friends, family.
When we were travelling across the Nullarbor in our early adventures, you see all these caravans heading the same way as we are, and strike up a conversation, find out what's going on, and you say, where are you going to? And they say, well, we're going to Broome. And they're going to Broome. And Broome. Broome, Broome, Broome. Everybody's going to Broome. Well, here we are at Broome, and guess what? Yeah, they're here. The whole bloody lot of them. She's a busy destination. So make sure you get to Broome.
But first of all, we arrived at Roebuck. Roebuck's at the intersection of the two highways where you turn left and heading into Broome. And on our right is a BP service station. Might just save you if you're running out of fuel. There's also a caravan park there. Although we've been recommended another caravan park, the Broome Gateway. It's an overflow type caravan park. As it turns out, all the ones in town were solidly booked. Out here, there's a massive amount of park spots. There is water at each site. Your power needs can be run by a generator during the daylight hours, or you can live off solar. 33 kilometre drive into Broome that we did several times.
So I booked in for 7 nights.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm good around Broome.
No. Okay. What sort of water are we on?
Drinking water, she said.
Drinking water.
Must be purified.
What was open in there?
Coles, best and less.
That's not was open.
And a couple of takeaways in the Subway and Subway's in there.
A guy walks into a bottle shop, tries to walk out with a carton of beer and a bottle of wine. A big guy standing at the door says you can only have one of those. So I put the bottle of wine back. He was big.
Well, I think I found one. You can see his 3 toes, its heel, hook. I'm no bloody dinosaur expert by any means, but that looks like a foot to me. I found a couple, so this is what I reckon dinosaurs' feet. I mean, in the right area, this is where dinosaurs walk. That's got to be a fossil. See that? I think some of these rocks are probably holding footprints, but without knowing what is recognised as a footprint or not, I probably need a podiatrist to tell me. I'm not really sure I'm in the right spot. Well, I'm thinking I'm sort of at the end of the line. It only gets rougher going ahead, so I might pull the pin at this point and take what I got and know I had a fair old go at it. It's interesting just picking your footing, eh? When the terrain's like this. And well, some of the rocks are a little bit damp and moist and soft, so. And the tide is coming in, so I'm not concerned by any means. I'm sort of concerned about where I put my next foot, but any wise old man would be. Yeah, anyway, I might call it that quits for now. If I see something else, I'll turn it back on, but pack you away and trundle back over through there and up over that edge and hopefully find my way out of this place. Alright, catch ya.
We're in Broome at Cable Beach, and this is a sunset. Before Steve Irwin, there was a bloke by the name of Malcolm Douglas, who had a wild adventure TV show in the bush of Australia. But in this building there remains artefacts and a vehicle from the TV show that remind us of his legacy that he's left behind. Walking out the back of this building, you find yourself in a maze of lagoons holding different species of crocodiles and alligators.
The guide for our tour today was bloody funny actually. He explained why this group of crocodiles could live in such close quarters, also what you would expect to see in any lake or lagoon in relation to the quantity of crocodiles that would occupy an area and what would happen if additional crocodiles came into that area. Explain what a road crocodile was and why it might be a road crocodile, why it should be safe to swim in certain areas where crocodiles shouldn't exist, what happens if a crocodile does turn up in an area that it shouldn't be in. He explained that you can actually pat American alligators right up until you can't pat them anymore. Spoke about Cassius the crocodile that lived to be 115 years old, but then he displayed something that I believe to be absolutely mind-blowing while playing with a ball at the edge of the water. There appeared to be nothing in the water for some time until in less than 2 seconds, he had a hold of that ball with a bite pressure of 3,500 psi, which is intensely insane amount of pressure. Then continued to fight with it for the next 20 odd seconds before he actually let it go. I couldn't believe my eyes when I seen this. So just to give you a bit of perspective, about 3,500 psi of a crocodile bite, a heavyweight boxer can land a punch at around about 700 psi. 5 times that equals a crocodile. That is going to be hard to recover from. Then continued to talk about the freshwater alligator, what they eat, where they live, and why we shouldn't fear them all that much. They're not going to chase us down and eat us like a big crocodile. However, if you put yourself in a line of fire, chances are you're going to get bit. I was cautiously amused by the guide's comment about this fence between us and this crocodile that was about 3 foot away, and how it wasn't there to stop the crocodile coming at us, it was there to keep us back. Quandong Point is about 50 kilometres out of Broome heading north. You turn and head into the coastline, or about a 3/4 hour drive. Just depends on road conditions. When we got there, we tried to find a isolated location but got stuck, so we had to back out and then come across this guy that was perched up on the top of a rock. In comes the Land Cruiser 200 to tow him out. We could not get him off the rock without the Land Cruiser assistance. This is Quandong Point. Oh, look what I found.
So I've found dinosaur footprints.
You can generally see when they walk through how they've actually trodden the ferns, vegetation down solid below their feet.
You can actually see some plant fossils here as well. You can probably see whatever that might have been, a branch coming through there. Branches and leaves, imprint of leaves. dinosaur. Some more leaves. You see all the footmarks, for a better word, the bigger dinosaurs. I could only imagine this is what they left when they walked through, varying sizes. But some of them were quite large, they were up to 20 tonne. And you can see how big that one is, it's massive. And then there's smaller ones, and a couple of bigger ones. 270 million years ago, dinosaurs walked the Earth. Up until 66 million years ago, asteroid hit Earth over in Mexico and it evaporated into the atmosphere. The dust covered the Earth and blocked the majority of sunlight.
Then, all the vegetable-eating dinosaurs died. So then, all the T-Rex type dinosaurs, all his mates, they had nothing to eat, so they died as well. So 75% of all life on Earth was gone, leaving only the smaller animals. So, brings us to now. Humans have been here for 300,000 years, and we finally turned into this. And what a great job we've done. We really have. We've done a fantastic job. And you just never know. We might be around for a little bit longer. But will we be around for another 66 million years or 270 million years? Mm-hmm. Your guess as good as mine, but I don't think so.
Yeah, and we're standing here today and the tide's coming in. So, I like it here. Come down here fishing. We were up over that bank there in a bit of a gully, I suppose. So we get a bit of a breeze, and yeah, we avoid the loud waves that seem to be echoing off these banks for those that are right up against the edge. I've got one that darts all over the place, runs up and down and along, and just keeps on moving. And I've got the other one who's investigating, smelling everything, and then stops. Then decides she's got to do a pee on it. Hey mate, is that the case? Hey? Oh, there he goes. He's off again. He'd walk about 3 times further than Lady and I, that's for sure. Found the right spot, did you? So here's the interesting fact. 250 million years ago, when the dinosaurs were around, the day length was 17 hours, and that was because the moon was 7,500 kilometres closer than it is now. And every year, the moon moves away from the Earth 38 millimetres. There you go. Interesting fact.
This guy goes to this girl, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" The girl goes, "I'm a pirate." So he goes, "You're a pirate? Like you rob ships?" And she goes, "No, I'm a pirate. I fry airplanes." I just wanted to see if anybody wanted to answer it, because it goes like little like this. Have you ever walked up to a car that looks like yours in a parking lot and tried to open the door? Well, funny story is my mum actually got in somebody else's car a long time ago thinking it was my brother's car, and it wasn't. She's sitting in the back of it and they come along and said, "You better get out of there, Mum, it's not our car." Yeah, I found that funny.
That's all from her.
That's all from him, and that's all from both of us. It's hard.